Vienna, will you marry me?
Oh my God. Yes, yes.
Baby?
How did we break up? Don't call me baby.
Be quiet while I'm talking.
This is how he treats me all the time. But I know you.
You don't know me, and I wouldn't have done it. And if you
If I don't know you, then why
please
would
stop interrupting me. The thing is, I would have never done this to somebody that I love. When I got down on one knee again, I got interrupted. Good Lord.
I'm done with this. You are the meanest person I've ever met in my life.
When was the last time you guys talked?
10 years ago when we were on that bench.
Okay. Nothing since then.
No.
Anything you would say to him now?
You know, I don't hold any grudges.
Yeah. Past is in the past.
Yeah, past is in the past, and I don't hold any hard feelings towards him anymore.
Yeah.
I wish him the best.
I mean, look, hindsight is 20/20, but looking back, anything you would have done differently?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have went on the show.
At all.
Yeah, I would have waited till I was a little bit older. I think I was a little too young to go on the show. I was 22.
If you weren't in love with me, I'm just not sure why you made love with me.
Well, first of all, I think that's kind of below the belt. I think that's something that should be private and kept private. The things I said to you, the way I kissed you, the way I looked at you, those things were real. And your take on it might have been somewhat different than mine, but it was real for me.
Why did you bring up the fact that you had had sex with Andy? Why were you willing to tell the world?
Well, I mean, I was probably as caught off guard or surprised that I said that as anyone. I didn't come in there with expectation. You know, that being said, I mean, that was absolutely a question that, you know, when things ended, that when I went home and, you know, thought about and played it through my head, that was probably the #1 question I had in my mind. But I think I was just, you know, when she came out, I was, you know, obviously it was an emotionally charged environment. I had just got done watching, you know, the finale like everyone else, and I was a little taken back, I think, by her demeanor. And
She was very cold.
A little cold. There seemed to be like a complete lack of empathy, and had I planned on it, I think maybe I would have tried to be a little bit more delicate. But that being said, I mean, it was something that weighed on my heart and weighed on my mind, and it wasn't just about the sex. It was more, to me, about the intimacy and, like I said, the fiancé type stuff. And I think maybe if I could have just articulated that a little bit more.
Kissing Nick is great. It was fun and sexy and passionate. When we're together, it's like, it's hot. I don't want this night to end.
I never want this to end.
I know. I did not know that everyone could hear us. I think it was probably mics from the camera because we didn't have mics on. Waking up in the morning, I definitely am feeling guilt. I don't necessarily feel guilty about the act. It's more just guilt from caring about other relationships that I have. And I've never done this before. I've never dated this many guys and had to feel this guilt. And I do.
I think the only regret that I would have is the timing of it, just because of what's right and wrong in that world, and, you know, maybe hurting other guys' feelings. That is not something that I ever wanted to do.
I am in love with 2 women here.
Ben, I love you.
I love you too.
That's crazy. I can't believe that Ben told me that he loves me. This is the happiest I've ever felt in my entire life.
Sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. I do, I do love you.
Judge, I love you too.
Freaking out! Today is the best day of my life.
I don't know how you can be in love with 2 women and then propose to one and say goodbye to the other. I'm in deep trouble.
Yes, when this was going on, I loved 2 women, but now I'm happily in love with one, and that's gonna stay that way for the rest of my life.
That woman that you've chosen, have you addressed the being in love with 2 women thing with her? What's that conversation like?
Right away. I felt like it was something that I needed to talk about. I knew that I couldn't say goodbye. I was in love with 2 women, but I knew I couldn't say goodbye to the woman that I was with in the end. And so I need to share with her, like, my feelings, you know, were confusing at times, but I never doubted our relationship. And it took me thinking about who I couldn't say goodbye to for the rest of my life to really make that decision, and it was her. We're a team now, and teams communicate. They have to, even in situations that are tough and difficult. And so I had to communicate with her, and she's been supportive and loving and caring, understanding. It's not always easy, right? We've put her through hell and back sometimes, but she's never ceased to love me and support me through it. And that's why we're standing here today, and I'm so excited.
Wait, you're from Jersey?
My parents are from Brooklyn, so I'll go back.
Yes!
There you go, come on. Yeah!
Oh, I'm so hot.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, that feels good.
She's in the pool. This is 30 minutes into paradise, and it is already going down. Wow. They are having a one-on-one Top Gun moment in the pool.
The incident happened right after that. Like at that very moment of us getting into the pool and everything, that's when we had kind of got, you know, a little more cozier, you know, so to speak. And everything happened and it just finished. And we were like finished and we were like, let's go party some more, let's go have some drinks. You know, it was a very like organic, very casual, you know, we went and, you know, we went to an ITM, like, you know, like the in the moment and, you know, you kind of discuss like what's going on, who are you feeling? And it was, you know, it was hype. That was the start of Paradise. Like a lot of people were kind of like, wow, you know, you guys started off Paradise.
It all worked out.
Can I steal you for a minute?
Me?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I don't know.
No. What's up? What's the deal?
Hate to do this.
I gotta talk.
What the is going on?
Julie's really confused right now.
What's going on? I think Demario left.
Where's Corinne?
I don't know where Corinne's at.
Cut it down. Cut it. We're done.
Just happened.
Well, I just feel like what happened was kind of really private. And yeah, I actually told him last night, I was like, you ran to the media, I'm so mad at you. And he was like, no, I didn't. Like, I only went to the media after your statement came out, and it was just a bunch of just like mishmash. I don't even care to hash it out anymore. It is what it is. But I did express it to him that I was upset that we couldn't have just handled it privately, and you know. But you know what, everything happens for a reason, and we're all good now. So I'm able to just hang out with him as friends and have fun, be ourselves, so it just feels great.
Becca, will you marry me?
Of course. Oh my God.
I think for me, the more I hung out with you, the more I felt like I was losing the possibility of maybe reconciling things with Lauren.
Do you want to be back with her?
I want to see if there's that possibility.
Are you kidding me?
For me, I just wanted there to be no questions on that breakup. I know that it's a very public relationship, and I feel like doing it on camera would just let everyone know that that decision was solely mine. And it told the story of how I ended up here with her, and that's why I wanted it to be captured.
Do you think that you're 100% over Becca?
Yes, 1000%. I feel like I made the wrong decision, you know? And I feel terrible, but I know my heart's with you. It'll always be with you.
We've had a lot of conversations about it, and I trust him, and I don't think that he would have taken such a huge risk and faced all of this backlash if he wasn't really serious about this decision.
Have you guys ever talked again?
No. No, I mean, just like filming-wise, but that was it. Yeah, nothing else.
No.
And I don't, you know.
What would you say if you ran into him?
I don't even know what I would say. Like, I'd probably high-five him and be like,
yeah.
He's a cute baby.
They have a very cute baby.
Yeah.
Have you and Lauren ever talked?
No. Mm-mm.
And how would things be there?
I think fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be fine for me. I mean, at this point, like, they're happy. I'm very happy with Garrett, that I don't think there's any, hopefully there's no bad blood there, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I just needed to get away.
He just jumped the fence.
Really sounds like, I know you always say this, but like a moment the show has never seen before. To see the producers on camera, to see the franticness of it all. Were you just thinking, what are we gonna do from here?
It really was unlike anything we'd dealt with before. And so for the first 5 minutes, I thought, we're clearly gonna find him. It's not that big of a deal. And then we didn't.
How long did it take to find him?
Someone asked me that, I really don't know. Pull it.
He is gone.
How long were you gone for, and where did you go in that darkness?
I was gone for quite a bit. Chris was chasing after me, trying to find me. I just needed to get away. I needed time, and I think I realized, I wanted to just be to myself and sit in that moment by myself and realize what's best for me as a human being.